The teachers have really been cracking down on kids copying off of each other this year. Remember how I said I was glad I got put next to Alex Aruda in pre-algebra? Well, that hasn't done me any good. Mrs. Lee is my pre-algebra teacher, and I'm guessing she also had Rodrick when he was in middle school, because that woman watches me like a hawk. Sometimes, I think it would be really cool if I had a glass eye or something like that. First of all, I could use it to play all sorts of wacky tricks on my friends. But the main thing I'd use it for is to help me get better grades. On the first day of school, I'd aim my glass eye down. Then, I'd go up to the teacher and say, "Listen, I just wanted to tell you I have a glass eye, so don't go thinking I'm looking at other people's papers." And the teacher would say, "Okie doke, thanks for letting me know." Then, during a test, I'd aim my glass eye down at my own paper, and I'd look at some brainy kid's paper with my real eye. I could copy away, and the teacher would be too dumb to notice. "Aw, that poor glass eye kid." Unfortunately, I don't have a glass eye. So if Mom asks why I flunked my pop quiz in pre-algebra today, that's my excuse. Rodrick has been hitting Mom and Dad up for cash lately, so I guess the Mom Bucks program isn't really working out for him. Mom has tried to make Rodrick do more chores to earn some money, but that hasn't been going too well. But tonight, Mom figured out a way Rodrick could earn some cash. My school sent home a newsletter saying that music education has been canceled because of budget cuts, so parents should get their kids private music lessons. Mom told Rodrick he could give me private drum lessons, and that she would pay him for it. I think Mom came up with the idea because lately, Rodrick's been telling everyone he's a professional drummer. There's this local show called the Community Follies, where all the neighborhood parents do a bunch of comedy skits, and it's been running in our local theater for about 2 weeks. The other night, the regular drummer got sick, so Rodrick filled in, and he got paid $5 to play a rim shot on the drums after each corny joke. I don't know if that really makes Rodrick a professional drummer, but that didn't stop me from using it to score points with the girls at school. Hey, girls, my brother's a professional drummer. When Mom told Rodrick he should start giving me drum lessons, he wasn't too hot on the idea. But then Mom said she'd pay him $10 a lesson, and that I could get a bunch of my friends to sign up too. So now I've got to recruit some people for Rodrick's Drum Academy. And I can already tell, this isn't going to be a lot of fun. I couldn't get any of my friends to sign up for Rodrick's drum school except Rowley, and I kind of had to trick him into doing it. Rowley is always saying he wants to learn how to play the drums, but he wants to play the kind they use in marching bands. I told Rowley I knew for a fact that Rodrick was going to cover all that stuff in week 4, and that got Rowley pretty excited. I was just glad I wasn't going to have to take drum lessons all by myself. Rowley came over after school, and we went down to the basement to start our first lesson. Rodrick started us off with some pretty basic drum drills. There was only 1 practice pad and 2 drumsticks, so Rowley had to use a paper plate and some plastic utensils. But I guess that's what happens when you're the last person to sign up for a class. After about 15 minutes, Rodrick got a call from Ward, and that put an end to our first lesson. Class is dismissed early today. Mom wasn't too happy to see me and Rowley upstairs so soon, and she sent us back down to the basement. She said not to come up until Rodrick had at least given us a practice assignment. So he did. He told us, "Your homework is to listen to some music with drums in it." Cracking down. The teachers have really been cracking down on kids copying off of each other this year. Hitting Mom and Dad up for cash. Rodrick has been hitting Mom and Dad up for cash lately. Rodrick has been hitting Mom and Dad up for cash lately. Put an end to.
Put an end to. Put an end to.
And that put an end to our first lesson. And that put an end to our first lesson.